Hey guys, I hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a favorites video. I think I'm going to try a favorites and fails sometime in the future, but since we've been about 2 months in since we've hauled some stuff, I can finally say what I really think because I've been using them so consistently. If you've seen my posts on makeup stuff, it'll be pretty apparent that I've been using a lot of the newer items. So a lot of what you see will be those hauled items, but there will be a few pieces that are just pretty much items in my collection and has been there for some time. So let's get started with my favorites. The first 2 things I'm going to show you, they're actually just one item, but I do have 2 palettes that house them. These are my NARS blushes. I talk so much about my MAC blushes and use them so much that I feel like it doesn't need to be said anymore, but my NARS blushes, I swear, NARS and MAC blushes are my favorite. They just are. And the NARS blushes that I did decide to keep are they're just amazing. They're amazing. They're so pigmented. I love the way that they blend on my skin, and I feel like the colors that I've kept are very complementary to the tan skin that I have. This complexion right here, island color as we call it. And I just love them. So these are the shades that I have. I should probably just run them by you. This one is Gina, Gilda, Torrid, Liberté, and Amore. And then here we have Super Orgasm, Deep Throat, another one of my favorites. Madly, Douceur. I hear that this is discontinued, so I apologize that you can't find it, but this is another one of my favorite blushes. Here we have Matahari, Dolce Vita, Outlaw, and Ukraine. Yes, I believe that's Ukraine. And it says here that this is limited edition. So this is Fix Plus. I don't need to talk about it too much. I have included it before, but I feel like I haven't been using it for a little while, a couple weeks I would say, and now I've been getting back into it, and I just love the finish look it gives. I feel like it takes that normal powdery finish that I usually have when I'm done with my makeup and just kind of makes it a little more satin, a little more skin-like. It's not a setting spray. It just feels like it finishes off everything and kind of tries to meld it into the skin as much as possible. This one here is Rimmel Stay Matte Nude Beige. I think I've been whipping this out because I don't like the Maybelline Fit Me powder that I got. I still have it. I try to use it now and again, but I just don't like it, you know what I mean? Like, I just come to the conclusion that will probably be decluttered, and I'll just have to stick to my Rimmel Stay Matte. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have a tiny pan in there. This is probably the 3rd one I finished. That's a lot of powder for me because I have my loose powder, I have, the MAC mineralized skin finish. So to be able to finish 3 of these, that says a lot, and I still have 1 more in stock. So Stay Matte. This next one is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Whiskey. I mentioned this probably years back. This is still my favorite brown eyeliner. Yes, I do like the MAC I think it's Costa Riche, which is the solid dark brown. That's really good too, but if I had to pick between the 2 for longevity, I prefer the Urban Decay ones. I don't know, I just really like this dark brown. Maybe black might be a little too strong for the look you're going for. Dark brown pencils they're just the perfect solution for those things. You still want a little smoky, but not too intense. Matte dark brown pencils, and mine just happens to be in Whiskey. This has been my favorite for years, guys, 4 years. But that Costa Riche is definitely good. I'm just gonna mention Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip. I'm not gonna talk about a specific shade. This one happens to be in Tight Fit. This is a metallic. And I just want to say that I'm so happy that I found Colourpop, the lip glosses, because the ones that I like, which happens to be my favorite, is MAC's Cream Sheen Lip Gloss. And I wouldn't say the formula is necessarily identical, but it's enough to where I can just purchase Colourpop lip glosses and I'll be okay. You know, they're more affordable, there's more color selection. You can get stuff without glitter, with glitter, little reflex here and there. You can get some metallics, there's variation without, you know, hurting your wallet. So I just like that I have these. I have like 4 or 5 of the Colourpop ones and I do enjoy them all. I can switch it up for different looks, and I'm probably still going to end up having to repurchase a couple shades from the MAC one, but if I'm wanting to explore with different lip glosses, I think I'll just stick to Colourpop because I think they're pretty good. Okay, I've had these products before, but they are repurchases from the haul recently. So this is the NYX matte liquid liner, point blank period. This is my favorite liquid liner ever in the history of the world. This is the best. It used to be the NYC, but that is discontinued. And since trying this one, guys, it is so good. These types of liquid liners with the brush applicator, these ones here are so much easier to use than the pen types, like the felt tip ones. I can't work with them. I don't know what it is. I just feel like this is way more coated. So oops, mayday. So when I draw a line, I get a solid line. It's not streaky like some of those felt tip ones have, where it kind of skips on the skin. I hate that. I hate it. And it's not as fine at the tip of the brush, whereas I feel like those types of liquid liners, they just go on very nice, very thin. And the fact that it's matte, perfection. I don't like glossy eyeliners. I hate glossy eyeliners. So NYX, you did right. Please do not discontinue this, because if you discontinue it and I don't have NYC, where the heck am I gonna go? Guys, I need my liquid liner. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade Natural. This was almost a fail. I don't like the color, I don't like the consistency, but here's what I've been using it for, and you know, I can't complain. So I cut off the actual applicator and I use this for cut crease or halo eyes, I think that's what they're called. And I'm just glad that I don't have to use my other concealers, which I use for highlighting and such, on my face. I just have this where I can just like dab it on where I need it to be, and I got a really great look without wasting the other stuff. This has been pretty consistent in my collection, considering I've been doing a lot of colorful eyeshadow looks. This is what I use to get those halo eyes and to get to those cut creases. This one here, we've been BFFs, surprisingly. So before you throw things away, it might be good to consider just seeing how else you can, you know, apply this or utilize it in your makeup routine, because you never know. You honestly never know. Milani lipstick in Matte Beauty. I've been using this so much. It may not seem like it, but I've been using it a lot. This is what I have on my lips with Max Cork lip liner. Really good lip combination, by the way, just saying. Let me swatch it for you. I know you can see it on my lips, but it's blended with another color. It's this one here, and this is not your typical drying matte. This is a powder matte. I think that's the closest description I can make, you know, with everything that's currently out right now. This is definitely one of those powdery finishes, so it's kind of very soft and almost pillow-like on the lips. Yeah, this is definitely a lip color to pick up, and there's a specific line in Milani. It's not the matte one, but it smells so good. That's another one that I have in Naturally Chic. Milani, you should make all your lipsticks smell like that. No surprise here, Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place eyeshadows. Oh God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I picked these up. So I have the one in the Saharan 2. This is the Zulu palette. This is the Magic Mini. And this is the Masquerade Mini. There are some that I use more than others, and surprisingly, I thought this would be the one that I use the most, and it's the one I've used the least. I have used more of the neutral shades on the bottom and have dabbled in a couple up on top. It looks like I've used about 4 on the top already. And they're all great, but I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked that this is the one that I touch the least because I thought it would be my favorite. There are only 3 shades I haven't used in here, and it may not have been in my videos, but I have made use of them and tried them out. This is one of my favorites. I'm so shocked. Like it's not, I feel like it's not as distinct with like color and neutrals, but I since I've been using so much color, I've been dabbling in this, and the shimmer shades on this are so pretty. So as lid shades, so good. This is another one I'm surprised I've used a lot. This is so strange. Like, is this even me? No, but I've used every single color at this point. Yeah, every single one. Crazy, right? And something I've noticed is that even with the neutral shades, it's still like, it's bright and it's vibrant. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it's not soft and subdued like some of my other palettes, like Anastasia. You can make it very like soft looking, very almost like you're not trying and effortless, where I feel like these just pop. No matter what shade you're using, the colors just pop. Like I almost choked on that. This is another one I have been loving. These 9-pan ones have just been like, they've been my favorites, which is so strange. The colors in here definitely more wearable, and from the looks of it, man, I've used every one of these too. Whoa, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I've used every single one. Every one of them has a little brush stroke in it, so loving this one. So I have to say these 2 right here have probably been the most used. The pan sizes are definitely bigger, so it's gonna take me a very long while to get through any of them, if ever. But I feel like I'm just trying to think of all of my, my eyeshadows at this point, and I might be decluttering some of my Colourpop eyeshadows, because with me trying to curate my collection, I really want to make sure that everything has a place, and there's a few Colourpop eyeshadows, both new and old, that I can do without and probably give to someone else to make use of. But Juvia's place as of right now is going nowhere. And lastly, we have Fenty Beauty's Matchstick in the shade Mocha. Ugh, I love this. I think besides Juvia's place, this happens to be like favorite. Top 3, definitely. From the looks of it, it does look cool tone, maybe pushing neutral, but on the skin, for some reason, it goes warm on me, and I like that. I feel like with the pigmentation as it comes on in my skin, really helps the bronzer that I put on top of it just kind of melt into what I want my bronzer to look like. It's creamy in the sense like, yes, it's a cream bronzer, duh. But upon like buffing it in, it almost feels powdery, like it's like a cream to powder almost. And for me, who has, oily skin, I can appreciate something like this because I don't need even more emollient products. Like, I want to use cream stuff, but my skin can't handle it. So having something like this, it doesn't make my skin any more oily than I would produce myself. So I'm very grateful. I've been using a a foundation stick to kind of contour for a little bit, and it's nowhere near as good as this. Like this, I know once I get through this, I'm gonna repurchase it. Please don't ever get rid of this shade. Like, I love this shade. It's so good. Out of the trio, this is my favorite. Like, I could do away with the other 2. I don't know, I kind of like the Trip In highlighter, but this for sure, keeper. Okay, that concludes my favorites for this round. I don't remember when the last one was. I want to say it was a couple months ago, and I can't do it very regularly. I try to, if I'm trying a product, I like to try it, you know what I mean? And so it kind of stays in the rotation for a little while. You see repetitive stuff on my looks, and then when I feel like it's time to rotate them out, that's when I do it. So it's not fair for me just to do favorites all the time for the heck of doing favorites videos, even if I'm not really trying new things or switching things out. So for the next round, I'm wondering if you guys want me to do like favorites and fails, maybe items that I'm loving, and also instead of doing declutter videos, I can just do fail section, and the fails will be items that are making their way out of my collection. I've kind of been fiddling with that idea, so let me know what you guys think and I can do it that way. So if you enjoyed this video and have not done so already, I hope you decide to click on the red subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. This makeup look can be found on Instagram. First link in the description box, in the description box down below, where I will list all the makeup products that I used to put this makeup look together. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.